booktubers, it's me, Anemic Panda, aka Carrie, and welcome to my channel. So today I thought I would do something a little bit different with the reaction videos. Has anyone ever heard of the Mandela Effect? So if you haven't, basically what it is kind of when you think something has happened. Maybe you recall different details, events for something, but it really didn't happen. So today I thought I would do a reaction video to some examples of the Mandela Effect. So let's get into it right now. So I don't know if you are familiar with the Jif peanut butter. But as a brand, a lot of people thought it was actually called Jiffy, but it's not. It's Jif peanut butter. And this one is quite a common one, I believe. People just swear it used to be Jiffy, but I think people were confusing it with the Skippy brand of peanut butter. So, yeah, I remember seeing it, and I'm pretty sure, like, I knew it was Jif, but I know there was a lot of other people out there that thought it was like Jiffy. So yeah, the next one, if you're familiar with the old cartoons, Looney Tunes, you would think that it would be tunes like in cartoons, so T-O-O-N-S, but in fact it's Looney Tunes, as in the music tune, so T-U-N-E-S. And this one I actually really thought that it was the first one, like the Looney Tunes as in cartoons, because it's a cartoon, so that would make more sense. I don't really understand why it would be like referring to the music tunes, because I mean, I know that sometimes I guess they sing. I don't know, it's been a long time since I've watched Bugs Bunny and Tweety and all them, but yeah, I could have sworn this one was like the Looney Tunes, like T-O-O-N-S.8anyway, on to the next one. Okay, this one I actually knew. The Bernstein Bears. I don't know if anybody's familiar with these books. I read them a lot when I was a child. I really loved them. And a lot of people thought it was Bernstein, like the ending would be S-T-E-I-N, but it's actually with an A, so it's the Bernstein Bears. So the ending would be S-T-A-I-R. And this one I knew because from reading it, reading the books a lot. So this one didn't really confuse me, but I know a lot of people out there thought it was like Bernstein Bears. I think it's just the pronunciation that some people had with it that probably caused this Mandela effect, where they thought it was written different than it actually was. Okay, and this one is really confusing me because I don't know if you've seen like the newer cartoon of Curious George, the monkey, and a lot of people were thinking, okay, he's a monkey, he's got a tail. But if you actually look at the cartoon now and you see the picture, he doesn't have a tail, which for one I find is really weird. But then I don't know if other people out there, or you know, in my age range, that used to watch like the older version of the cartoon, and now I'm kind of wondering, is that what we were thinking, is the older one, and does Curious George have a tail in that one and not this newer version that's come out? Because you can see that the animation is quite different from what I remembered Curious George used to being. I did have a Curious George doll though, like a stuffy that you wind up and it would play the theme song, and he didn't have a tail, so maybe that's true actually. Like, now I'm kind of curious, and I'll have to go see if I can find an older version of the video and see if he's actually got a tail, because I could have sworn that he's a monkey. Why wouldn't he have a tail? And plus, like, I don't know, you would think with like being a monkey, he would be swinging. And when he gets in trouble and these shenanigans and stuff like that he gets into, I know he uses his feet a lot, but you'd think he would use his tail as well to hold on to things and, you know, to use as gripping, I was going to say gripping devices, but that doesn't work. But, you know, as a grip, like on a tree branch or whatnot. So yeah, that one really got me as well. Okay, well, this one is pretty easy. A lot of people thought like Sex in the City, the movies and the TV show was Sex in the City, but it's actually Sex and the City. But for some reason, like, that never got me. I always knew it was Sex and the City. I don't know, both would work, I guess, but I don't really see this one as like a big one. I don't know. What do you think? Did you think it was Sex in the City or Sex and the City? Comment down below if you thought which one it was. Okay, if you've ever heard of the clothing brand Skechers, for shoes and I think they made clothes. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. But yeah, you would think in Skechers there would be the T, like Sketchers, but there's no T. It's just Skechers, like Skechers. And that one got me because I always thought there was a T. Like, I always thought it was Skechers. Like, and anyways, did anybody else get mixed up with this one as well? I find this one like really, like, not like mind-blowing, but like, whoa. It's like I really thought there was a T in it. And this one may be a little easy. A lot of people, you know, they see the Kellogg's Fruit Loops brand of cereal and they thought it was like fruit, like as in the word fruit, and then loops, but actually it's fruit as in Fruoot, and loops because they both have two O's. This one I knew only because I love Fruit Loops and I love eating them, and so does my son. And like I will buy sugar cereal sometimes for me and my son. So this one wasn't really a surprise for me. Comment though if it was a surprise for you. And apparently the colors of the Fruit Loops are the exact same flavor, but our brains are trained to think that we're eating different flavors of Fruit Loops because of the color, which I found kind of fascinating. That it was like, yeah, you know, when you're eating it and you think you're having like different flavors, but actually it's just actually one flavor. So that was kind of cool to learn, actually. Okay, this one is a very popular one, and even I fell for it. If a lot of people are familiar with the game Monopoly, you think that the Monopoly man, I believe he's actually called like Mr. Moneybags or something like that. I swear to God, I swear on everything. Excuse me. Sorry, I burp. I swear to God that the Monopoly man had a monocle. And I think a lot of people also thought this as well, because I know I'm not alone in this. I know I'm not. But in fact, he does not have a monocle. I swear, like, I don't even know where my Monopoly game went. But I could have sworn, like, I'm part of the board game. Like, I swear, like, not the go to jail, but like, there's another part where on the board where you see Mr. Moneybags, and I could have sworn up and down that he had a monocle, but apparently he doesn't. And that really kind of blew my mind with this Mandela effect. And it's so cool that our brains like can get mixed up with these kind of things. And I think what maybe some people, maybe, and even including me, got mixed up was that Mr. Peanut has a monocle, but I mean, they both have top hats and they're both like, I don't know, classy. I don't even know if you can call like Mr. Peanut, like, I guess he's a mister, so they're both guys, but they're very classy and they got top hats. So I don't know if we just like thought that both had the monocle, but it's actually like Mr. Peanut that just has any. I'm just babbling. So, but I'm pretty sure this one is a really popular one and that a lot of people got this one as well. So it's funny. Okay, now I have checked this one out. Like, I'm gonna go through my son's Pokemon and find any of the Pikachus out there in his cards or toys, because I swear that watching even the cartoon and seeing like the Pokemon cards, that Pikachu had a black tip on his tail. And apparently, in reality, it's just yellow. Like, the whole thing's just yellow. And I could have sworn that he had a black tip, like his ear. Like, his ears have black tips on them. But I thought his tail did as well. And now I'm going to have to, like, search every Pikachu picture out there and see if this is true. Because I don't know, like I'm pretty sure this is a popular one too that people get mixed up with. And it just makes sense. He's got little black tips on his ears, so why not his tail? So yeah, and just I don't know, it's to me it's important. Okay, and another one that may blow people's minds, or you may have known this or you will not have known this, but Fruit of the Loom, okay, the underwear brand, you know, you definitely know there was like a group of fruit. You got the apple and the grapes and whatever, but a lot of people thought that the Fruit of the Loom brand had a cornucopia. Is that how you pronounce it? Cornucopia behind the fruit. And if you don't know what that is, that's that Wiccan wicker, not Wiccan, or wooden cone-shaped basket that usually people have like for decorations on Thanksgiving. But apparently they never had this cornucopia behind their fruit for their label, like ever. Like, I was trying to search and Google the crap out of this to see, like, to prove that it was wrong, but no, there was no label at any time that they had their label. There was a cornucopia, which I could have sworn they did as well, but no, it's just the fruit and like the little leaves behind it for decoration. But yeah, so that one like really kind of tripped me out, I guess you could say. Sorry, I'm just kind of like going through, because there's a long list, so I don't want to like bore all of you guys to death. Okay, so this one is weird, but again, I got this wrong as well. If you look on the package of the double stuffed Oreos, you would think that, for one, I thought it was stuffed, but it's just double stuff. But you would think that in stuff there'd be 2 F's, but there's not. There's only 1 F, which I was like, this has been a lie my whole life that double stuffed Oreos has existed, because I could have sworn there was 2 F's. I actually could have sworn there was an ED at the end, but apparently I was wrong about that. Yeah, 1 F, double stuff, but that doesn't make sense. So I don't know why the marketing chose to do that. But anyway, isn't that weird? Okay, so in this one, like, I can't really say I have or haven't noticed this. I've never seen the painting of the Mona Lisa like up front in person or anything like that, because I've never been to France and I've never been to the Louvre. So I can't really say that I've actually noticed this, but a lot of people actually got confused and had this Mandela effect that the Mona Lisa had this like more pronounced or obvious smile in the painting than she actually does. Like, if you look at the actual painting, she's got like a little smile, like a little smirk, a little sassy like, hey, how you doing kind of smile. But a lot of people thought it was definitely a more obvious smile, a lot more bigger smile than it actually is. So I can't really say for myself that I noticed this. But if anybody else has, like if anybody else like even seen the painting up front in person, like comment below, see like, did you notice, did she have like this little smirky smile? Did you think she had like this obvious smile? I'd like to know, because you know, maybe one day I'll get to see it in person, but I can only hope. Okay, this one has got me like completely like mind blown. In Star Wars, like I've seen all the Star Wars, all of them. I love Star Wars. Probably not as much as Marvel, but anyways, but C3PO, I really am a fan, I swear to God. C3PO, I could swear up and down that he was all gold metal, but apparently his leg, I don't know, I think it was like his left leg, it's not all gold. Like his left leg has part silver, and now I'm gonna have to like watch like all the movies again to see this, because I could have swore that he was all gold. And even in the parody one that was done by like Spaceballs by oh shoot, now the name has gotten from me, but the, you know, the Jewish director, he's so funny. I love him and I love the movies that he does. But in Spaceballs, you know, there's the female character of kind of like C3PO, but she's all gold. So maybe just watching that, you kind of think that, yeah, they're both all made of gold. But anyway, I'm gonna have to check this one out for myself, because I still don't believe it. But apparently he does. He has like part of his leg, like up to where his knee would be, is silver on one leg. So this is kind of like mind-blowing to me. Sorry, I'm just like going through the list. Okay, another Star Wars one. I'm pretty sure like the most biggest fan of Star Wars either might know this or not know this, but you know, we always play around and we always like say the line like, Luke, I am your father. But apparently in the movie he actually doesn't say Luke, he says I am your father, but he doesn't say Luke, I am your father. And I think maybe a lot of people have gotten this one mixed up, because we always say it, and so it's like, well, if he didn't say it, then why do we always say like, Luke, I am your father, when we're all like playing around and teasing and laughing and joking about Star Wars stuff? So this one kind of got me as well, in a sense. So again, like I'm gonna have to watch like these movies and see for sure, because like I want to believe I want to believe the internet is right. No, I don't believe all the time that the internet's right. I take it with a grain of salt, actually, until I do my own research and I look it up myself. But apparently he does not say, Luke, I am your father, which was just like, are you sure about that? Okay, maybe people might get this or not. And I apologize if I'm not saying this word right, but the color char char chartreuse. Anyways, a lot of people get this mixed up, and I don't know why. I always knew that it was a green color, but probably because I actually looked it up. I think when I love art and I love coloring and drawing and stuff like that, so I've got like Crayola everything, and I'm pretty sure like I saw it one time, like chartreuse is actually a green color, but a lot of people actually mistake it for like a pink kind of magenta color. And so this one didn't really get me, but I can see why. Like a lot of people actually do think that it's like this pink color and not this green color. So that's kind of funny. Like comment in below if you thought that chartreuse, and I don't know if I'm saying it right, if you thought it was a pink color or if you knew it was a green color. Okay, and this one's a popular one as well that a lot of people get mixed up. So from Snow White, the Disney movie, we're all watching it as kids, and you know, we see the evil queen, and we think she says, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And the dude like goes back and says like Snow White, and she gets pissed off and, you know, goes off and tries to get her killed. But in actual fact, the evil queen, she says, magic mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And I think a lot of people got this mixed up. But then again, maybe it was just because we were kids back then and we thought it was mirror, mirror on the wall, or who knows. But yeah, it's actually magic mirror on the wall, which I guess makes more sense because it's enchanted mirror. He speaks to her, this weird faced mirror thing in the mirror. I don't even know what you want to call it, but yeah. Okay, another one. If you ever watched the movie Risky Business with Tom Cruise, you know that famous scene where he's in his living room and he's singing and he's got the tighty whities on and the shirt and he's got, well, whatever the hell he's got in his hand for a microphone. And he slides into the scene, and a lot of people thought, and I'm pretty sure I even thought this too, is that he was wearing sunglasses at the time. And once again, I will swear up and down that, yeah, he had black sunglasses on when he was doing this scene, but apparently he didn't. But there was other scenes in the movie that he actually did wear the sunglasses. So I think maybe our brains were just like mixing it up or whatnot. But I think it would actually have been better as a scene if he was wearing the sunglasses. But I don't know. Who wears sunglasses at night besides Corey Hart, or sunglasses inside, because that's kind of weird. So I don't know. I kind of get it. Maybe I'll just stop there. I think I've gone over like a lot of time doing this video. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you like it. Maybe not. Comment, like, subscribe if you want to. I'm not forcing you. But yeah, comment down below if there's any ones that you thought that you know, happened, but in reality it wasn't true, like with the Mandela effect. So yeah, that's it for me today. And I hope you will say nice things. Please be kind, be gentle, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.